Africa has failed to develop because it always looks to other countries to develop it, to change it, to fund it, to do things for Africa. That's why you see many of our young people dying on the seas, trying to go abroad.
Madam Janet Kataha Museveni, Africa has failed to develop because of the people like you who loot Africa, who steal African resources and take it to those countries where Africans go to look for jobs. Africans are suffering just because of the people like you who love power more than the people you rule, who loot your countries, who steal your countries, who steal your people you rule and take those funds to outside countries, especially European countries. The problem of Africa is not the people of African or Africans, no. It's the people who like you. It's the people who rule African countries, especially Uganda. The problem is not Ugandans, it's you who loot the resources of Ugandans, who loot the resources who supposed to help 40 million Ugandans, and you loot it one family. You make it yours as you individually, and you loot those resources and take it to those countries where Ugandan is going to look for green pasture, where Ugandan is going to look for jobs, for opportunities. You deny your people opportunities. You fail to build the economy who can help your people. You instead loot your resources which can help your people. You loot it and take it to those countries. And you are here bragging that the problem of Africa is Africans. The problem of Africa is you people who rule Africa. You dictators who love power more than the people you rule, who are ready to loot your country, to loot your people, to loot the resources of your countries, to loot the resources of Africans and take those resources to Western countries to give you guns to kill your own people. Your people end up dying of hunger, dying of poverty. And you are sitting there telling the public, telling Africans that the problem of Africa is the young people, is Africans who live in Africa to go to the Western countries to look for opportunities. When you people ruling African, you dictators in Africa, you are the problem of Africa, and your husband has said that way back when he was looking for power. You love power. You care for power more than the people you rule, more than your countries, more than Africa. And you start looting your countries, and you start looting the resources of Africa, and you take it to those countries. You buy buildings in those countries. You steal your money, you steal your people, and take those money in Western countries. You loot your resources, the resources of your people. You fail to build the economy to help your young people in Africa, to help your people. And you let your people die of hunger. You let your people die of diseases. You let your people die of poverty. And you start telling the people that the problem of Africa is Africans. What hypocrisy of the highest level. What hypocrisy in you, dictators in Africa. And whenever you see that these dictators start saying that, you see Africa, the problem of Africa is Africans. No. When they fail to build their country, when they failed to build the economy of their country so that they can help their people to be financially stable, they start talking about Africa at large. But in their countries, they are failures. They have failed their country, but they want to build the whole Africa. You cannot fail your country. That's the one country you rule, and you want to make all Africans great. When you have failed to make your countries great, you are busy looting your people. You are busy looting your countries. You loot money. You loot resources. You loot what? You take it to Western countries. And when people live in miserable life, that's why they decided to go abroad, to go outside the country to look for jobs. Because you have denied those chances to them. Because you have looted the resources which can help them. The resources which are supposed to help 45, 55 million Ugandans. You instead loot it just yourselves and take it. Just a small group of people to own the resources of the whole country, which supposed to help the whole country. You end up looting it alone. And you start telling people that the problem of Africa is young people because they leave Africa and they go to outside countries to look for jobs. When you yourselves, you have denied your people that opportunity to live in their country, to work in their country, because you have denied them jobs. You take every resources outside your countries, outside Africa, and you invest those resources in outside countries. And those countries, they take care of their people. They build their economy on our resources. Those resources are being taken by you dictators of Africa. Just look at African countries. Just look in Congo, Rwanda, Tanzania. You are killing your own citizens just to stay in power. Just to root your countries. You can even kill your citizens just to root them, to steal your people, to let your people die of hunger, to let your people die. No education, no health sector, no infrastructure, no any development in your countries. But you decided to loot them, to loot the money, to loot the resources. All African countries have mineral resources, gold, oil, But what have we gained as Africans? What have we gained as Ugandans? Nothing. You rather loot it. And you become powerful. And you buy guns to protect you, to keep your power, to keep you in power. And then African people start dying of diseases, hunger, poverty. That is being hypocrite. That is being hypocrisy. That is hypocrisy of the highest level. A first lady of the country. She cannot even talk about the problem of young people. And the more you grow up, you cannot understand young people because your age is now expired to understand young people. Your age has gone. Now this generation need young people who can understand them, who can understand their problem. But you rather loot them, you rather kill them, you rather put all young people are in prisons just because they are criticizing your power, just because they are criticizing you. It's now easy for you to order, to arrest me because I'm talking like this. But you cannot understand why am I saying this? Why am I saying this to you? This is being hypocrisy. This is being like, I don't know. These leaders of Africa, I don't know. Just look at Zambia, what Mugabe has done to Zimbabwe. Just look at Zimbabwe. You rather borrow, and the country and the economy of the country start running on borrowing, on debts. When the country have the resources, but you cannot use those resources to build your country. That's why the people, they are running from the country and go abroad. Because the only job you know is rooting and take away. You cannot even invest in your countries. You let people to die just because you want to keep power, just because you want them to beg you, to make them beggars so that you can rule them. Just because you want to stay in power, you buy guns to kill your own people. You can even let them die of diseases instead of building hospitals, good infrastructure, good schools, education. No, you cannot do that. You rather loot your country. You loot the money. You loot your people. You make them poor. You do what? And you are saying that the problem of Africa is young people. That is hypocrisy of the highest level. When the problem of Africa is is Africans, it means you leaders, you are worse than the people you lead. Because you are the one who made those people to be like that, to leave their countries. You cannot say that the people, they are leaving their country for nothing, just like that. It's because of you. Because of you. So stop this hypocrisy. Stop this hypocrisy. You are the biggest problem. You dictators of Africa.